What up, everybody? It's your boy JKG Brandon. We're back here. We are on the No Dimes accounts. Just a weekly little update. You know, I just got done streaming a couple minutes ago, had some lunch, and I was like, you know what? We got to go ahead and show the gang where we're at because we have made some progress. Not a lot of progress. I will admit that. You know, we left off last video 75 out of 75. I think we were like 76 out of 75, but we got 25 more out of the next 75. So really, we're cruising. Only point we have to wait. We're kind of at that time gated portion where we need the force potions here, and the force keep does not open until Monday at reset. So Monday afternoon, technically the Tuesday here for us. So still got a couple days to wait for that. Not a lot of progression as far as dungeon keeps go. We are still here. I think we could probably push into 15 on the Minotaur. We'll maybe give that a shot here later today. But Spider, we're still at that 9-10. Fire Knight, we're still around that 8-9 level. Because to make Wukong our first 60, we did use our Armiger, who was at the time our legitimately only turn meter reduction champion. Dragon, we are like this close to beating Dragon 13 to finally get some 6-star gear. Can't quite do it just yet. And we're getting pretty close here on Ice Golem as well, which is going to help because we can get that retaliation, reflex, and cursed gear, as well as even the provoke set. Because what we're going to show you here in just a second when we come back here to the Bastion, we are at level 44 at 98%. So we are very, very close to level 45, which, if you don't know, Hydra unlocks at level 45, which means our Loki that we picked up is going to be coming in very, very handy. We are going to pick up this Armiger real quick because he is going to be a book for our current Armiger that we are leveling up as we speak. No ancient shards in there. That's kind of a bummer, but you know, hey, we do what we got to do, right? So just to let you know where we are at on the daily logins, last night we picked up 500 energy. We're going to get an epic book today. We are just under 2 weeks away from getting our High Katoon, which is going to be awesome. We are at not in the battles, but let's go into our champions. You can kind of see we made Sun Wukong our first 60. It was a no-brainer to choose him as our first 60. We were able to take him down and get him Helm Smasher down here on his masteries. Ugo was our second 6-star. You can see we're not quite at full-on level 60 here. We're still working on some masteries for Ugo, but you know, we are doing some good work. We have not got into the cooldowns yet on the books, but all of our epic books are going to be going into Ugo until, if nothing else, until we can get the cooldown on that A3. Let's see, we need 2, 3 more, 6 more. I'm sorry. So 8 more books. We need 8 epic books here for Ugo. Kale is going to not be our next 6-star. Neither will Coffin Smasher. Coffin Smasher is great for us at level 50. He's going to get sacrificed when we get a better attack down champion. So like if we can pull, say, a Tayrel even, or man, take your pick. Any epic attack down champion will be used ahead of Coffin Smasher. He does great work until you get somebody better. That's what we're banking on here. Karato and Loki are here. Now, come to the Saturday streams, 10 a.m. Pacific time, twitch.tv/JKGBrandon, because I decided, you know what, hey, we're not pulling outside of 2X's on this account. However, just to celebrate the fact that we were on stream, I pulled 3 today. I pulled 3 on stream. First one that came out, we got Pikachu. We got the deadly Pikachu. We got Soulbond Boyer, who is going to be awesome for us because if you don't know, the A3 has a chance, 75% chance. It does book up to 100% chance to fully deplete the target's turn meter. That's going to be massive, massive, massive for both Spider as well as the Fire Knight. And also, a cool thing about Soulbomb Warrior is all the skills have a 25% extra chance of dealing a critical hit. So you only have to gear Soulbomb Warrior to 75% crit rate. Now, with my particular account, because we have Karato, you can actually knock that down to 55% crit rate. So we don't really have to do much to get crit rate on her. We can, maybe put a crit rate glove on her and then just go straight accuracy and speed, just so we can ensure that we're going to get as many procs of that turn meter reduction as we can. So something that we're going to be looking at there going forward as we build her up. We did pick up an Arndolf. Arndolf looks like he's going to be a really usable champion. So we got a reflect damage on all allies. Going to be really good for Fire Knight progression as we go, just to break down those shield hits. He's going to counterattack on himself. We do get an AoE weaken. We get an AoE fear as well. However, we're only really worried about the weaken because that's going to come in play big time in some of those wave clearing spots, as well as Hydra as we start moving into Hydra. And then he does have a provoke on his A1, which is going to be massive, massive, massive going forward in Hydra. So this is going to be a champion that is going to be really good for us going forward. And last but not least, we picked up Roughstone. He's got an AoE, A1. That's his claim to fame. He's got some ignore defense and stuff. The turn base here, the 4 turns and the 4 turns, but this one books down to a 3 turn. He gets an extra hit. I wish this one had at least, one more book here to do the same, or change that last book to a cooldown reduction, so they're both on a 3 turn cooldown, because that would actually make him really good. As it stands now, he's going to get a stun set, and he's going to be a faction wars champion. That's it. Until we get more and more and more Ogre and Tribes champs, that's going to be where he's at. Outside of that, we did buy our Armiger last night before I went to sleep, and you can see we're already working on him, and we just picked up that other one here just a few minutes ago. In the Forge, we don't have anything because CVC came around, and I went ahead and I forged up some gear. It all was trash, but I think we kept about 5 or 6 pieces out of what we forged up, but it was there, and that's where we're at here. As far as shards go, you can kind of see we have 3 sacred shards. I wish it was 2x sacreds with these, because Newt and or Geomancer would be absolutely busted on this account. Unfortunately, we don't have a 2x going on. We have the 25 progressive chance. These things are bait. Don't pull during these things, because you have to pull an epic you have to pull one of that rarity to even get an additional chance. And then at that, you don't get an additional chance to pull that rarity. Just if you happen to pull that rarity, then you get that extra chance to pull that specific champion. These things are bait. Don't pull during these if you don't want to. I mean, obviously, your account, have fun. If you want to pull. I'm not going to tell you not to, but if you're trying to be efficient about your pulling, these specific events, unless they're coupled with the ×2, don't do it. It's bait. That's going to be pretty much where we're at with the account. We are, kind of bouncing back and forth between Gold 1 and Silver 4 in Arena. We're just cruising along, looking for some nice, easy one-man defenses to hit into the 3v3 arena. Because what we're doing is we're actually ignoring the Ancient Shard and the Energy currently. We are halfway to both our Huntress and our Snorting Thug, so we can fuse our Broadmaw, because Broadmaw is going to be really good for progression. He's actually good for progression on an early account, if you don't know. So if you can, go after him when you can. We're hitting hard Clan Boss as well. So right now we're doing right around 2 million per key, which is not the best, not the worst, but we're getting there. So at the end of the day, we're probably right around here in the Knight chest area. And then, we're not in a heavy hitting clan right now, so that's fine. We're doing good. But we're able to get rewards daily from Clan Boss, which are helping. It's even if it's just the gems, that helps a lot because as you can see, we only have 180 gems. We've ran through a lot of gems, a lot of energy, a lot of silver on this account. And that's kind of where we're at with that. We are set up nice for a 2x. Should we ever get a 2x on the Immortal Soul Stones, we're here. We have the 1,000 coins, or what are they called? What are these things called? What do they call them? But we have a good little bank here of a nice little 10 pop and a 1 pop, possibly 2 pop, unless somebody shows up in the market here that is too good to pass up, and we need to use a bunch of our essence coins here to pick somebody up. So that's where we're at with this account now. I hope you stay tuned to the end because we're going to do something a little bit reckless just to celebrate the account here. We are having fun. I know I said I'm only going to be pulling inside of a 2x, but we have 3 sacred shards. Let's have some fun, guys. Over the lips, through the gums. Look out, belly. Here it comes. I don't know. We'll do something. We're going to pull 1 sacred shard at the end of the video. So we got an epic. We knew we were getting an epic. Who did we get? Aox the Remember. I've actually never used Aox the Remember on my main account. So what does Aox do? Increase accuracy in Doom Tower battles. That's going to be really good. He's got this passive here. Increased duration of 2 random debuffs on the attacker when attacked occurs once per hit. So that's going to be cool to extend debuffs against Clan Boss and Hydra when we get to Hydra. What do we got here? Places AoE decrease attack. Big decrease attack. 75% chance of decreasing enemies' turn meter by 20%. And decrease crit rate for 2 turns if they have 50% or more of the turn meter. All right. That is great. That means goodbye Coffin Smasher. You are a 5-star chicken at this point because Aox is instantly going to be a better champion. Let's see. The A2 attacks 1 enemy, heals all allies by 10% of their max HP, heals each ally additionally by 2.5% for each debuff on the target. So if we can stack 10 debuffs on the target, that is going to give us, what is that, 25% chance? So not too shabby, not too shabby. And then we get a 2-time hitter. Each hit has 10% chance of placing the big poison for 2 turns. That's going to book up to, what is that, 10, 20, 30% chance on a 2-hitter. So that's not bad at all. That is not a bad A1. I'm most excited about the decreased attack, to be completely honest, because that is just going to be a better champion than Coffin Smasher. It takes way less books. Takes way less books. What is that? 5 per? Yeah, 5 per. It takes 15 books. Off rip, that sounds like a lot. However, Coffin Smasher, I think, takes like 18 books. So, and we're going to be in a good little spot here. I hope you guys like this. If you did like the video, by all means, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We're trying to get to the 1,000 subs and all that so we can get monetized on the channel. And then also parlay that into joining the Plarium content creator program if we can, so we can use those on the big account and do some cool stuff with those extra rewards that we get on that. If you got anybody that you want to see specifically, whether it's on this account or on the big boy main account, as far as a champion guide or a spotlight or just, hey, does this champion actually hit hard or something like that? Let me know in the comments below so I can go ahead and make that happen for you. I'm JKG Brennan. Y'all been amazing. Love you guys. Peace.